He used to think love was simple. Two hearts, one promise, forever. For years, they built a quiet life together, filled with morning coffees, inside jokes, and the kind of small moments that made the world feel steady. But love doesn't disappear all at once. It fades quietly, in missed glances and distracted smiles. Lately, she had been distant, always on her phone, her laughter shorter, her eyes somewhere else. At first, he brushed it off as stress, maybe work, maybe fatigue. But then came the late-night messages, the quick screen locks when he walked into the room, the new perfume that lingered after she came home. He wanted to trust her, but trust feels different when silence grows louder than words. One evening, he caught her reflection in the mirror, her face lit by the cold glow of her phone screen. When he asked who she was talking to, she smiled softly and said, "Just a friend." But that word hit differently. Too light, too practiced. Over the next few weeks, the pattern continued. She laughed at messages he never saw and spent evenings out with colleagues. The house began to feel unfamiliar, like he was living with a stranger who still looked like his wife. Then came the moment that shattered everything. She was getting ready one night, fixing her hair in front of the mirror. Her phone buzzed, and she whispered again, "Just a friend." But this time he saw it. The reflection of the screen showing her smiling photo and a message filled with hearts from someone else. That single glimpse said more than any confession could. He didn't confront her right away. That night, he sat alone in the car, the silence pressing down like a weight. Every laugh they had shared, every promise they had made, suddenly, they all felt like echoes of something that had already died. The next morning, he asked quietly, "Is there someone else?" She froze. Her silence was louder than any answer. When she finally whispered, "I didn't mean for it to happen," he simply nodded. There were no fights, no shouting, just two people realizing the distance between them had become permanent. Later, he stepped outside barefoot, feeling the chill of dawn on his skin. The world went on like nothing had changed, but for him, everything had. Weeks passed. She moved out, and he stayed behind, surrounded by the ghosts of a love that once felt unbreakable. He found one of her old mugs in the kitchen, a small chipped thing, and for a moment he almost smiled. Healing, he realized, isn't about forgetting. It's about learning to remember without hurting. Months later, they crossed paths by chance. She looked different, maybe lighter, maybe just gone. They exchanged polite smiles, strangers now bound only by shared memories. That night, he stood before the same mirror, the one that had shown him the truth, but this time he didn't see pain. He saw peace. Because sometimes closure doesn't come from an apology. It comes from accepting that the story has ended. Not every ending is loud. Some fade quietly, like a reflection dimming in the dark, leaving behind not heartbreak, but the strength to begin again.